You're just kidding me now, dude. You're just a good cat, dude. I'm looking my real self. I'm just a good dog, dude.
Chapter 2, Flying a Web. With Poppy now free, the situation begins to change rapidly while you search for any way to escape the factory. Hello, Mommy Longlegs. Why didn't we get that in the game?
With Playtime Co.'s new patented elastic plastic, you can stretch, pull, and twist Mommy Longlegs in the craziest ways. She loves watching you play. When you're having fun, she's having fun. The new Mommy Longlegs from Playtime Co. What's the time?
Wake up. Ooh. Ah, Poppy, you left us. You'd really think Poppy would have woken us up and been like, hey. Hello. I just think it's kind of strange it made us fall asleep and we either A, didn't have nightmares such as catnaps gas, See, I like the atmosphere of like this because it still looks colorful, like it'd be super fun to be in, like an actual Playtime factory. But at the same time, it's also like got a creepy atmosphere about it too. Ooh, look at all the blood. I kind of doubt that all came from that cat bee.
Someone need a
Hug?
Give me a big
Squeeze. Bella, down. Down. Get down. It's not your chair. Bella, down. I'm not fucking asking. Get down. I don't like you getting on my fucking chair. Every opportunity. I love you to death, boo-boo, but you do not need to be on my chair. Okay? She's getting on chair because of you. Okay. Meow. Someone's a little whiny today.
Promise I won't bite. Come closer, friend. I'll squeeze you until you...
I'm coming, Poppy. Oh, you little shit.
Sorry. I didn't mean to scare you. I was just trying to get the power back on. Here.
Who said I want the power on, bitch? Clap, 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 little hands.
I wanted to thank you for freeing me. I was stuck in there for so long. Thank you. I'd like to pay you back. There's a train station nearby. It needs a Coke, and I have it. We're gonna get out of here. As soon as you get on up here.
I'm coming, Poppy.
Hey, I'm up here.
Hello.
See you.
Oh, I see you
I should be
too.
able to follow you through the fence. This way.
Being teeny tiny has some benefits, I see. Woohoo! Hello, Poppy.
Listen, I'm going to need you to trust me.
Woohoo! Oh yeah. My bad. The game station. I'm coming, mommy long legs. What if I wait till I'm all the way back here? Get a little closer look at that, eh?
So, no. Isn't this exciting, Poppy? Very exciting, Mommy.
Which is weird, because when you go down to this angle, her hands don't look that much bigger than yours. But they looked a lot bigger there.
Now, how is that?
There's a trophy for hitting her in the face with your grab pack. Boink.
Don't we make a game out of it? The
Why'd she look over there?
game station is still
Looked over there.
working. It will be just like old times.
It's a new face blowing a kiss.
Ah, Donald Trump.
Code.
It's about time you arrived.
What's that idea, Poppy?
How's your night going, Donald Trump?
So much fun. Here's to musical memories, and Mommy will get
Oh, look, she got a little web on her.
obey the rules.
I do think it's kind of funny, the idea that Playtime Co. would have given Mommy Long Legs the ability to have web
Alive.
for some reason. Well, I can't open it, Mommy Long Legs. You done took my red hand. First appearance of one of my favorite character, Kissy. I find the idea they're like, oh, we'll have Mommy Long Legs on one side and
It's shining on me.
have a little guy over there flinging upwards. Oh, I know, the government's so mean to you, Mr. President. Victim.
Preparing for departure in 3, 2, 1. Choo-choo!
I always like to imagine if I'll wait till Kissy's done here.
Tickets, please! Tickets! Her name is Kissy Missy. Be safe and have fun!
I always thought it was weird. I like to imagine, like, if I was, this was real and I was a scientist, I'd be like, hey, Kissy, I can make it so you can talk. And then just to, like, make fun of her more, you give her, like, the deepest, manliest voice ever. You should be bitching if this was real life and you were a kid, other than the whole,
Notifications were not notified.
oh, no, thank you freely. You are not at fault because today has been an absolute shit show. I went to stream Poppy Playtime Chapter 1, because I'm playing through all the games again, normally, and then just to catch up, and then, like, I'm trying to speedrun it. I'm not a speedrunner. And I did Chapter 1, and then it was saying it was pending, even though it shouldn't have been pending. It should have been, or it was waiting for me, even though it shouldn't have been. Because I was already on the stream, I'm like, okay, what the hell? So I turned it off, and it just didn't show up on YouTube. I'm like, okay. So then I did it again, and then my internet immediately went out. Either 1 minute and 25 seconds into the stream, or 6 seconds, because the little video, or the little stream, says 1 minute, 25 seconds, but when you play it only says 6 seconds. Then I tried to where it says still pending. So I made a YouTube video for the first time in 6 months. So that was a shit show. And then I started this, and then I immediately had to go to the bathroom. So I'm having a hell of a time today. But this is one of the reasons why I love Poppy Playtime. Aside from the whole, forcing them into toys, would this not have been like a bitchin' place to be at as a kid? Like just a huge playground like this? And then you go over here and you have this playground, like trampoline and everything. Like, assuming that this was like a happy place, like all the kids were like going to die and then they were turned into these toys and they weren't abused or neglected. They were actually treated well and they actually liked it. Would this place not be so cool as a kid? It was like a fucking wet dream for a kid. Anyway. Yeah, I was just saying that if we were scientists, like in real life, I think it'd be funny if we walked up to Kissy and we're like,
I wanna go there.
Kissy, I could make you a voice. And she's like, she would think, oh, okay. And then you just make her, like, give her, like, the deepest, manliest voice ever. Like, as a scientist. So that way, instead of sounding like how you imagine, she sounds like Kratos from God of War 2018. And Ragnarok. Oh, we better watch the tape again, even though I already know it's on it. Gotta get in the Poppy Playtime mood. Getting apparently a more electrified hand in chapter 5. Tick tock, ticky tock. What's the time? Playtime! Anywho, alright, back to the actual game. Go, go, go! Hurry up! Kind of weird little places like this because like it doesn't even have a floor, it's just concrete. It's like, so is it someone's job to just sit here and press these buttons all the time? Just clicky, 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 clack. Yeah, so I'm thinking, okay, you didn't count. Oh dear, I need to get more. So I'm thinking since it's already way later than it should be since I had all those difficulties. I'm thinking maybe I just do tomorrow because of the time I stream, at least where I'm from. I start streaming right before 12 usually. So I'm like, well, I was gonna do 1, 2, and 3 today, and then 4 tomorrow. But I might just end up doing 3 tomorrow. Because it's already been way later than I wanted it to. And then just doing 4 when the game's already out, so that way I have time to let people get more into the game. Because I'm not really worried about spoilers, because you'd have to avoid the game anyway. Because like literally the minute it comes out they're already going to have spoilers on thumbnails and shit. The best chapter for me, if I had to rank the chapters, I would say, I know you didn't ask me to rank them, you just asked me what the best is, but I'm an overachiever. Wait, give me a second.
I know when your birthday is. June 28th.
June 28th is Markiplier's birthday, by the way, I'm pretty sure. Or I know, but because he reacted to it.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday, happy birthday. Oh, happy birthday to you. Yeah, bet you didn't think I memorized these bitches.
June 28th.
Anyway. I would say one is the worst, which, of course, it kind of has to be. It's the first. And then, believe it or not, I am going to say, then is chapter 4, then 2, then 3.
This advanced memory and cognitive recognition test is designed
to
stimulate
Bunzo is, I don't know, I always,
allowing us to see how
because I already said it before, but these are supposed to be toys. They're not supposed to be, like, devastating monsters. They're supposed to be toys. So, Mommy Longlegs' design, I remember a lot of people complained. I liked it, because Mommy Longlegs, I would actually buy that toy for my kid if I saw it, and if I had kids. My only problem with Chapter 4 is that I really wanted side quests, because whenever you go to these... Whenever you go down to a factory like this, I don't really like it, like, Outlast, for example. I don't really see the point of us being there. It's just like, dude, just burn the whole thing down. Everything in there is evil. I like the idea of having safe haven with, like, good toys, because then it gives you a point to, like, save them. So, I really feel like they could have just had those, you know, in the, like, deleted scenes, they had the... They had the, yeah. What did I say? They had the...
That's the dinner bell. Good luck.
Oh my god. Yeah, the safe haven with all the, like, toys and all. And I'm like, that's a good thing. But apparently they left out the side quests. They had, like, side quests that they'd have you do. Like a character, I think one character, like, wanted you to pose for him so they could draw you, like, a crafty corn or something.
Red, green, blue.
And they wanted to get, like, it was like Kicking Chicken's Revenge or whatever. And I really wish they had done that, because that really would have fleshed out the good character, so it would have been more impactful when they got blown up. Spoilers.
Red, green.
And I just feel like that's a huge missed opportunity. I don't think...
Red, green, blue, green.
Red, green, blue, green. I don't really think Chapter 2 really made a... Really made an egregious mistake like that.
Green, red, violet.
Shit. Ew. But I feel like this chapter was overhated because that was a time where Poppy Playtime they were making all that merch and not working on the game at all. So the hype got too high, I feel. And I feel like if it just went out in, like, a normal pace, it wouldn't be nearly as hated. Yellow, white, organs. Kind of sounds like it says organs instead of orange. Instead of saying purple, it says violet, like violence. Oh, I missed. I also like how it kind of shows you a little bit what the kids were going through a little more. Because I also think people are, like, whining too much, because a lot of people are whining a lot that, oh, well, apparently they're comparing it to, like, Garden of Banban. Wait, let me focus a little bit here. Blue, Jay, Heart, Violet. Blue, Jay, Heart, Violet. There's a heart, god damn it. Wait. Oh, my bad. blue, J, heart, violet, pie. God damn it. I'm too busy talking and not paying any attention. There's my dumbassery. But I like how it like kind of shows what all the kids were going through. So I don't know, I like chapter 2. Plus, I absolutely hate the goddamn fact we had to kill Dowie. I hate that we killed Dowie.
Rip mommy long legs gone too soon.
Yeah. J heart blue. J heart blue pie. J heart blue pie. J heart blue pie pie. See now that notice how that time it's usually blue J heart pie, and this time they did it like in a different order. Anyway, ravenous, murderous, coquelicot, whatever the fuck that means. I don't know what that means. God damn it. But yeah. I feel like a lot of these characters could have been saved. Like, Huggy Wuggy might have been able to be saved if... Well, Huggy Wuggy did live. Maybe he is saved. Who knows? If he meets Kissy Missy, who knows? But I feel like you could have, like... I don't know. I always, like, imagine what could have happened in my head. So I always tend to...
Take it.
No. What if I don't want to take it? What if I don't want to? I wish these hands I could flip off. And then, like, the characters reacted to it. Anyway. Yeah, I feel like if she's like, what have you done? He'll make me part of him. And then you, like, click the wire. Obviously, in the game, you either A, can't do that, she kills you. I feel like, as a character, she'd be like, you saved me. But why? I couldn't let the prototype hurt you, mommy long legs. And then she would have been, like, your friend. Or, like, you could have been, like... Because I have a theory, and I don't know if it was said. I don't think I ever remember it being said. Oh, yeah, listen. She's killing Bunzo Bunny. Anyway.
Let's slime Poppy in chapter 5 for leaving us.
I always thought that... Yeah, we should. They had that thing in the trailer where, like, you see half of Kissy's face, and she's, like, looking back at Poppy. And Poppy's like, oh, thank God you're alive. I want to, like, if we could speak, we'd, like, rub Kissy's head and be like, Kissy, I'm so sorry. Are you okay? And then we're like, shut up, Poppy. And we flip her off or something. Anyway, the weird thing I thought of was, and then for Catnap, I don't remember if this was ever stated or a theory by someone else, but it's a theory I always thought. The prototype killed Theodore, or crippled him on purpose, right? Because it's like... Well, actually, I'll continue that. I just want to... Here it is. Get it? Routine. Bub. I sure am. Alright, let's hear you, Rich. Kick me, Paul. Toilet. 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 I believe this is supposed to be a rip at Five Nights at Freddy's. Yeah, by the way, all these toys are alive because in the safe haven we see, like, the mommies. So that means, like, Sir Craps-a-Lot is, like, a real life toy. It's just like, no. You get turned into a toy and not only can you not move, but you're also a Sir Craps-a-Lot. Anyway, yeah. Was it never stated that the prototype, or theorized by anyone else other than me and my just weird ass noggin? Because the prototype took Theo and were trying to escape the factory, right? But when they were escaping the factory... Oh, one person. Okay, wait. Because the one person's me, so I'll wait till they come back. Do 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 do. Ooh, not far enough. You get your spot ready, kitty? Meow. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Do 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 do. Mommy Longlegs. Teaching the kids how to tell time without even numbers. Nowadays, kids can't tell time with numbers because they have digital clocks.
Whoa, you did fantastic.
Not only teaching them regular clocks, but now they're doing it with numericals.
Mommy is super proud of you, but I'm sure she's already told you that herself.
Kitty,
Our
kitty.
next game is Waggo Wuggy. Head downstairs and have fun.
Oh, you back freely? Hey, smiling critters. By the way, apparently there's a trophy for beating this without using your flashlight. I didn't even notice because the TV's bright.
Welcome to
Or
Wagga Wuggy.
plenty.
This advanced
See?
test
Oop, I
is
didn't even have the
designed to
flashlight
assess the
light
extent
on the
of
whole
your
time.
reactionary abilities. A dual palm grab pack will be provided to you for this test. Around you are 18 sizable holes. An adorable Huggy Wuggy toy could appear out of any one of these holes. If one comes out, hit it with your grab pack. That's all. Good luck.
The toys in this game used to have strings attached to them, so they could be pulled back when they got too close to the children. Have fun.
Oh, why, thank you, Mommy Longlegs. See, I was able to see just fine. I didn't even realize I needed a flashlight the first time I played through, and I got the trophy for beating this without the flashlight automatically, which is kind of cute. Since I wasn't even trying. I didn't even know it was a trophy. Hello. Yeah, but I thought it was weird because I'm pretty sure it was stated or just known that it's like if they gave Mommy Longlegs, for example, the red smoke, it would have affected her. just like anyone else. But the reason Catnap's not affected isn't because they made him immune to it. He's immune to it because he was immune to it as a kid, and that's why the prototype was able to communicate with him. He was always immune to it, even as a kid, for some reason. I don't remember where I heard that, but I'm pretty sure that's like fact, right? Or is that a theory that just made sense to me? I don't really remember. But I thought that would have been weird, because the prototype knowing and actually, and actually being able to communicate with Theodore Graham Bell, based on the fact that he wouldn't have been sleeping when everyone else was, is that the prototype was basically like, hey, if they turn him into a toy, that'll be really useful to have a living toy under me that can have the red gas. So he stole the 2 grab packs, which we know he stole 2 grab packs, gave one to Theo, but he specifically made it so that they would electrocute him, because he's the smartest being in the factory, pretty much. Well, not pretty much. I'd say straight up. I'd say he's smarter than the Doctor and Harley Sawyer. Right? That's fact, right? But anyway, he made it so it would electrocute Theodore on purpose, knowing that they would make him into a toy, and that if he, quote-unquote, saved him, he would follow him. So it was like a trick. He purposely electrocuted Theodore Graham Bell with the grab packs, knowing damn well that he would view him as a god if he saved him. Because it wouldn't make any sense for the prototype to be like, oh, he abandoned his freedom. Well, he could just leave now, and he hasn't. So I feel like you could like find like a tape or something. I just imagine finding a tape and telling Theodore that, Catnap that, and then Catnap's like, oh, fine. Because there was a fan game where you like grab the prototype's hand, and then the prototype gets mad, and then Catnap goes to attack you for hitting his god, and then the prototype like grabs him, and then I was explaining how, I don't know if you're here for this, I always like to imagine how we could have saved every toy. And I said, oh, well, if we pulled Mommy out of the thing, we could have, feed me candy. Yum, 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 yum. Yum, 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 yum. Oh, he didn't get that. More candy. Yum, yum, yum. Okay, that's enough.
No more candy. My tummy's full.
I said stop.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, but I thought, and you just pull Mommy Longlegs out, and she's like, you saved me, why? And I'm like, I couldn't let the prototype get a hold of you, and she's like, oh, okay, well, I'll be on your side then, and then maybe if Kissy saw Huggy, he might be on our side, maybe, which we'll have to wait for chapter 5, but I basically said, I don't remember if this is true, but I believe it was either theorized, and I believe it, or it was straight up said that the prototype tried to electrocute Theodore on his own. Because with the whole thing with Theodore is that the prototype and him were going to escape with 2 grab packs, and they electrocuted Theodore, and he was super injured, and that's why they turned him into Catnap and all. But, see, right now I'd be like, Kissy, don't leave! Anyway, but that's what happened. Is it not stated that, like, or at least it makes sense to me, that I think it was straight up stated that if, like, I don't know, Kissy Missy, for example, had the red smoke ability, it would affect her too. Like, yeah, like if the toy, for example, Kissy, had the red smoke, it would affect her as well. Like, she would fall asleep anytime she breathed it out. I'm pretty sure that that was straight up stated as fact, right? And that the reason it doesn't affect Catnap Theodore Granville is because even as a boy, Theodore Granville was never affected by the gas for some reason. Don't know why, but for some reason he wasn't. And that's why they put him into Catnap, because it's not like the rest of the smiling critters, like, they just smell. Like, it's not like Bubba Finn, you know, goes, ah, and sprays you with his gas, and then you just become smarter and more intelligent, and you just know more stuff. That was never stated. It's just Catnap. And I'm pretty sure that was the reason. The boy, Theodore Granville, was naturally immune from the red smoke that they would pump into the kids. And then because of that, they were like, oh, well, we'll make him Catnap, since he's the only one that could reasonably be Catnap and not affected by his own gas. And if that's true, then I think that would just be strange. And that the reason the accident happened is because the prototype that stole the two grab packs, because, I mean, we know that he stole the grab packs, obviously, but he purposely made them so that they would blow up and electrocute Theodore, just enough that he wouldn't die, because he knew they would make him into Catnap, given the fact he was naturally immune to the gas. And he knew that to have a toy follow you and be able to spray the red gas would be, like, extremely valuable. So he rigged it so Catnap Theodore would get electrocuted. So I just imagine that you would, oh no, what's going on? And then you, like, hit the hand away from Catnap, the prototype's hand away from Catnap, and then Catnap would go to attack you, because this is like a fan-made game. And then Catnap goes to attack you, but the prototype grabs him by the back leg and tries to pull him up. And Catnap starts to get panicked, like, oh, he wasn't like, Catnap thought he was trying to help him, not kill him. And then when the prototype grabbed him, he was like, oh, damn, he is trying to kidnap me. And then Catnap, like, reaches out his hand and you, like, grab it and pull it back. And I just imagine you being like, you telling Catnap that, and him not really believing you, and then you being like, oh, here's a VHS tape. It was on camera. And then Catnap's like, oh, you know what? Fuck the prototype. I'll go be on your side. And then you bring all three of them. Well, two of them. Well, I guess if you saved Huggy, like, from falling, Huggy would be like, oh, maybe you're not so bad or whatever. But you bring all three of them down to your safe haven, and then you all go down together to kill Harley Sawyer all at once. Or let Doey stay back and the three of them go with you or whatever. And then you go back and you... all the enemies you've met so far. I just thought that'd be really cool. You like chickens? Like kicking chicken? Or real life chickens? I like to eat chickens. I've never had a pet chicken, even though I grew up on a farm. But I like, I don't know. I've held chickens before. They have pretty sharp talons. You're what? Sorry, I'm too old for this. PFP. Yeah, but like, is your profile based off just the fact you like chickens, or like to eat?
Profile picture.
Yeah, I looked it up because I'm old. I don't do that. I don't do that. Sorry. Because I always knew your thing was a chicken. When I first saw it, I said it was a duck, remember? And now I'm like, oh, it's a chicken. Is that because you just like to eat chicken, and you're like, hey, I'll make my profile chicken. It's my favorite food? Or did you have, like, pet chickens for eggs and shit?
Jeez, have you played?
If I just made a chicken and rolled with it.
Seems like you're ready for the final game, statues.
Well, it's better than mine. My profile is just a blue J.
I hope you had a fun day
I didn't
at the
even make
game
one.
station. See you next time.
I'm the kind of person that I'd have to change mine a lot because it depends on what mood I'm in. Open up! Yeah, pull that open. I always like this area the most because purple is my favorite color. It's the most purple area.
You should
Except
make yours a blue jay, get it?
a blue jay, eh? Why do you think I should have a blue jay, eh? I just used the wrong goddamn hand. That was dumb of me.
UPFP is a blue jay.
Oh, yeah, like the bird blue jay as opposed to... okay, I get it. I was a little lost there for a second. I was thinking... It's just a blue circle with a white J. It's just a blue J, and you're like, oh, you should make it a blue Jay. For some reason, I thought blue Jays like baseball. I thought my first thought was the baseball team. It was like it was the I was confused. At first, I was like baseball team, and because I said my last video I made was a baseball video, and then I was like, well, I did say this is my favorite area because purple is my favorite color. It's got most purple and blue, and I was about to say I like blue, and then you said blue jay, and I was like, is it because I said I like this area and it's blue and purple, and then I mentioned purple but not blue? How did I not? How is me saying blue jay and then you saying I should make it a literal blue jay not the first thing I thought of? I'm a dumbass. You're just a good boy, aren't ya? I like how the lights move in his eyes. Like he has pupils. It kind of looks like he has pupils, even though they're clearly not pupils. You know, he's got his eye on me. Do you think we're gonna see him? Do you think we're gonna see goddamn, what's his name? The Pugapillar. Do you think we're gonna see him in chapter 3? Because he's technically the only one. If you watch, you can see all the other enemies we've gotten so far. Mommy has them strung up on her web, except him. So the idea is that he's too fast and ran away. Because, you know, PJ Pugapillar. God damn it, thank you very much. Dumbass, I couldn't remember. But do you think we'll see him? Because he's the only one that doesn't get shown being strung up. Some people say it's because he's fast. Too fast to run away. I don't think it's because he's too fast to run away. I don't think him being that fast is part of his, like, character or whatever. I think him being that fast is just... I think him being that fast is just part of the gameplay. Because the game needs him to be fast, so they made him fast. I don't think that's, like, something he just does regularly. You always just run on this. God damn it. I think it mainly has to do with Mommy was just so pissed off when we left that she just, like, freaked out and was just like, ah! And didn't even think about killing him. Because before it was like, oh, well, I'm mad because they all escaped. Oh well, I could just, you know, oh, I'm so mad they escaped. Damn you, Bunzo. And then she could be like, oh well, take her anger out on Bunzo and kill him. But she has the time to kill him because, oh, well, Bunzo, you failed. Well, we'll just go over, you know, to the Whack-A-Wuggies. So she's not, like, after us. She's just mad at Bunzo for letting us win. Now she's, like, mad at us actively. There's nothing else for her to do, and she just goes into a rage at us, completely forgetting about PJ Pugapillar. I don't think it's because he's too fast, because she could just stretch out her arms, right? I don't know. Maybe I'm incorrect. Poor blue guy. I already said it once. I don't understand why the toys didn't leave the factory. And admittedly not...
I think Mommy died before she could.
Yeah. Well, I mean, she did die before she could, yeah. But I think... Let me see if I remember this. Isn't it 1, 2... Oh. I'm just saying I thought it was weird because I don't understand why the toys don't leave the factory, because Huggy's right there, the door's right there. Now, I know... Ooh, I almost fucked that up. I know why they don't leave the factory and, like, live a life. I just don't understand why they don't leave the factory and get like a deer or something around the factory like Huggy did in that one scene. By the way, is that I think that's feces. Is that feces? It looks like feces. Like something just took a big old poop off that and just like this is like Mommy Longlegs is like fucking potty area. She just like takes her fat Mommy Longlegs shits. Anyway. Hey, look, there's Huggy Wuggy blood and fur. Anyway. I already did that, didn't I? Anyway. I thought it was just weird. Like, they could just go out into the woods and forest like Huggy did that one time and just kill a deer to eat. Hello? That was weird. And then just come back. Like they're eating their own toys before they go out into the woods. It's like, just because you leave the factory doesn't immediately mean, you know.
It was the prototype who pooped.
Well, yeah, but the prototype doesn't poop, though. The goddamn toys coming out? I fucked it up, didn't I? Because the prototype doesn't need to eat. That's what they were all saying. They were all saying, oh, unlike most experiments of his nature, the prototype doesn't need to eat. So if he doesn't need to eat, he wouldn't need to poop. Wait a minute. I'm fucking something up here. I lost my pattern. You're gonna go way the fuck up here. Oh, wait, I didn't get the blue button. I'm stupid. I didn't get the blue button. I didn't get the blue button. 'Cause I'm a dumbass. Yeah, I mean, you don't need to poop if you don't need to eat.
Random worker who had Taco Bell.
Perhaps. Kind of a precarious place for him to poop, though. Oh yeah, Bunzo Bunny.
Meow, 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 but... To be
Or not to be.
That is the question. You and I were meant
To be.
Don't make me sting you.
I'll do it. You need to get out of here. Just kidding.
You need to get out of here. Just kidding. Go have
I said it when I tried to play chapter 1. It does kind of bug me whenever a game like this ignores their first chapter. Like, I remember hearing theories like Terraco specifically, and there was I forgot one. And there was a thing in the very first area where you see Huggy Wuggy in the first game, chapter 1. There's another area, and I don't remember what area it was, but it has a blue hand and a red hand.
To the restroom, so he improvised.
Oh, I bet he did. He's like, shitting everywhere. But I did think it was really weird because I might have fucked it up anyway. But I always thought it was strange because it was always, oh, why don't we go back here? And I think because you can't. Like, you can't go back to where Huggy is at the end of the game. Well, not at the end of the game. I mean, I guess you could do it at the end of the game. But you can't go back to where Huggy was after you get the red hand. So you can't go in that door that needs a blue and red hand. And they never mention it. And I really want us to, like, escape during chapter 5 or 6 or whatever many chapters there are. And then you go into that room. But you don't. And, like, Cat Bee and Candy Cat and all that, they haven't used any of those characters, and I'm, like, annoyed. Like, they made characters and they just didn't use them.
Jimmy, your work as Playtime Co.'s chief marketing officer has skyrocketed the company's profits. How do you do it?
You know, it's not what you'd expect. It's the little things most people don't even think about. Like, take names, for example. Express we love and realize this. You take the E sound, slap it on the end of a name, boom, you're making bank. Huggy, Mommy. I think Elliot knew this way back with Poppy.
I guess I kind
Blue.
of...
Blue is huge. I'm telling you. What's your favorite color? Blue? I bet it's blue, right? Blue? Okay, well, you're especially. But seriously, marketing is not as easy as you think. I make it look easy. If there's anything Playtime Co. should be known for, it's not toys. It's marketing.
Pretty much same with every company. By the way, I will have that guy know my favorite color is not blue either, it is purple. And my second is black. And my third is green. Blue sometimes. I'd say like 60% of the time. No, I'd say 75% of the time my third favorite color is green. And then like 25% of the time my third favorite color is blue. Something like that. Ooh, look at all the bloody scientisty stuff. This is probably where some of them were doing, what is that? Wait, Kissy? What is that? Healthy bodies, healthy workers. Oh, and they have Kissy running. Do 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 do. A boopy boppy, a boopity boppy. Give me that red tape. Hell yeah. Boinky boinky. Okay, for some reason my green hand didn't want to go. They're out. Down came the rain. I love how the Itsy Bitsy Spider's playing in the background. Boogie.
Am I a real boy?
Yes.
The robot crossed the road. It was programmed to do it. I love you. Do you love me? Dance with me. The button hurts me.
Yep, I bet some people were hiding in here. So this is kind of weird because, like, so did the scientists walk up down here through those stairs and then climb that ladder down? It was like a bathtub where you'd bathe the kids before you turned them in. It's like, why is there this, like, were there just like 3 beds or something here? And they were just like, yeah, this is like a minor fucking scientist area. I just think it's funny because obviously they just put this there for the creep factor. But I like to imagine it was useful. There's just like this one teeny tiny section of like 3 beds that they were just like experimenting on right next to the fucking pipes. For some reason. Yeah, we want some pipes when we turn kids into toys.
Many complaints regarding an alleged very, very big spider crawling around in the facility. The Playtime Corporation wants me to remind you all that spiders that big do not exist, and that if they did, quote, we would already be dead. Regardless,
You know what would be funny if the main character took the shit?
down here to have a look around and relieve the
I think it would be.
Complaining seems to be everyone's primary contribution.
I know it might seem kind of weird, but I do wish that,
All safe, please.
I do wish that games like this would have a little more humor. Like just make the character kind of bubbly for some reason. And like, because everyone loves Kissy. I probably shouldn't have pressed those buttons and done the tape right now because now I have to go all the way back, but oh well. I have these weird themes because for some reason this is one of those games that just spoke to me. I've literally had dreams about the game for some reason. And one of the funny dreams / images is like, oh no, because everyone loves Kissy Missy. I mean, who doesn't? But she's like injured, and then you see her like just sitting down like in another way it goes, or like you come back or something and you see her injured, and you go, oh Kissy, and then you like go give her a hug and you like jump on her, but she's like burnt and crippled. So you ever see?
Rather work at Garden of Banban, Playtime Co. or Joey Drew Studio.
Oh, fuck! What the fuck am I? Oh, I'm still attached. God damn it. Joey Juice Joey Juice oh my god, what the fuck? Joey Drew Studio from Bendy and the Ink Machine. Kindergarten of Banban from Garden of Banban, or Playtime Co. from Poppy Playtime. Well, in order of favorite to least favorite, I would probably have to say Poppy Playtime and then Bendy. Well, actually, I don't know. Because Garden of Banban, for me, I like to get drunk and play it. So I want to say Bendy and the Ink Machine, because I love Bendy and the Ink Machine. But then I also think that it's just kind of, Garden of Banban is just kind of hilarious in the way that it goes about itself. And whenever something scary does happen, I think it has more impact because it's so goofy. Well, Bendy and the Ink Machine is just an ink machine. But I do think I'd have to say I like Bendy and the Ink Machine more. I'm just in a Garden of Banban. Right now I'm feeling more Garden of Banban.
Bendy because you can actually quit the job.
Because I'm actually into Garden of Banban right now a little bit since 9's coming out. But I would say it definitely goes Poppy Playtime, Bendy and the Ink Machine, and then, or just Bendy in general, and then Garden of Banban, but I get in moods. But as far as working, I would probably say Joey Juice Joey Juice Jew. Oh my god. Apparently that's a tongue twister for me, I guess. Joey Drew Studio would be number 1 because, like you said, you can quit. And then Garden of Banban because they didn't kill everyone. Because Stinger Flynn says that he's hidden them. So they didn't just straight up kill him. And then Poppy Playtime because they kill him. But based on the fact I love Poppy Playtime so much, I'd probably work here anyway and just try to be like friends with the toys. Even though they would probably be very mad at me. Oh yeah, you like how I memorized that? Yeah, because I feel like I would want to work at Poppy Playtime because I feel like, assuming I didn't know what was going to happen, if I knew what was going to, well, if I knew what was going to happen, I'd pick any one of them because I just wouldn't show up the day that shit hit the fan. Like, if you knew that Our Joy was coming and all that, you could just not show up that day like this character that we play as clearly did. So, it doesn't really matter. I'm going with the assumption that you don't know what's happening. Or that you do know what's happening, but you can't stop it. Because my logic would be, and this is a bit of a side tangent, but during the one where the prototype says, "Oh, you're the second person that said you were sorry today," and then he puts the Catbee, the mishmash Catbee toy, like down, and then it starts looking around. A lot of people say that was P. Diddy, and or P. Diddy. Yes, that was P. Diddy that the prototype killed and turned into the Catbee toy. That was P. Diddy. God damn it, P. Diddy. Good thing the prototype got a hold of that P. Diddy. But a PW, the character PW. Everyone thinks that the prototype killed the lady, and then PW is the fucked up Catbee toy. Personally, I disagree, because I think the prototype would know that, you know, just straight up being killed would not be as bad as being turned into a toy that can't move like that. So I think that he stabbed her because I do think that you either A, need to die, or be like close. I don't think Playtime Co. really, maybe I'm just wrong, I don't really get the feeling that Playtime Co. like just gave the kids like a melatonin and they would fall asleep and they were like, "Oh yeah, let's experiment on them now." Because the only time we ever hear about them being experimented on is we know Mommy was, and she had horrible nightmares and was like, I don't want to say being tortured, but essentially, yeah. But Catnap, that was basically crippled and dead. And then, not dead, but like, seriously, like, messed up, like, super close to death. Like, I remember there was a theory. See how Mommy just hides there? Look at her. Little shit. But, because I was watching the theories, and they said, that whenever you heard Catnap breathing in his Chapter 3 cardboard cutout, he's doing, I don't remember what it's called, but some kind of type of breathing that's basically dead. Like, it's not even breathing, it's just your lungs, like, evaporating, or not evaporating, but collapsing or whatever. Like, it's not even you breathing, it's just your body, like, your lungs contracting because you're dead. Like, that's as close to being dead as you can possibly be without straight up being dead. And that was the only one that we know of. And then the only other one we guarantee is what's his name from Doughy, the kid that fell into the vat of dough. And we can assume that he was either dead or barely alive. So the only people we know of that it was explicitly said are people that were essentially fucked. Like, they were like barely away from death. We've never had just, oh yes, Marie Payne, we just gave her some, you know, we just gave her some cough medicine to make her fall asleep and woke up as Mommy Longlegs. No, the only people we know of were like crippled and straight up dead. Like right on the edge of death before they were turned. So I think, following that logic, we need to assume that they need to be like just about ready to die before they can be turned. So I don't think the prototype just quickly killed the evil scientist and then tortured the nice one. I think he stabbed the girl, putting her pretty much damn near death, if not death. And then he put her into the toy. And then PW he left alive because he said he was always nice to him. Also, oh yeah, definitely rip Mommy. I wish we could have saved you, Mommy. Oh yeah, let me just fall down like a dumbass. But I really do believe PW is either alive or was eaten later. I don't think he was the toy. Also, that wouldn't really make any sense because he kept the doctor alive to get to the reasoning. So, if you have a scientist that was nice to you and let you out, and it's not like they could ever escape, the toys would stop them, I don't see why the prototype would just turn him into a toy for no reason.
A close call occurred this week in which he nearly breached
Unless, of course, you need to have a human being.
Would you rather be protected by Huggy or the Ink Demon?
Probably Huggy.
with several other components to create a laser pointer.
Because my logic there is that if you watch the Ink Demon, it's just ink.
These actions
And I'm pretty sure ink's flammable.
3 seconds completely unmonitored.
So there's that. And if you've seen him, whenever you've seen the Ink Demon fight, he just kind of runs randomly, like at the end of Chapter 5, for bending the ink machine. He just kind of runs straight forward, and then just kind of runs into you. And when he fights the projector, he just like punches it. So like I could box with him, I guess. I could just box with him. And then in the Dark Revival, he like is shown to have like a very cute form. So like he could be reverted back to a cute form. I feel like Huggy Wuggy wouldn't. Like I can't imagine myself boxing with Huggy Wuggy and like winning.
Experiment 1170.
And he did survive that huge fall, so I think he's more durable and stronger, I would say.
Paired with maximum obedience. End of log.
I mean, hey, the prototype didn't just kill him or leave him there. The prototype repaired him. Presumably the prototype repaired him. Wouldn't that be funny if the prototype didn't do shit to Huggy? It was Giblets. Like that little character. By the way, I think it's funny you can go all the way over here. It was Giblets, the character with like the fucking walker. Wouldn't Giblets...
The one that's faster than Huggy.
Giblets is the one that fucking rebuilt Huggy. Beast Bendy. Yeah. I do suppose that, yeah, well, that Beast Bendy is probably faster. Well, I don't know, is he? Because like I said, we haven't seen him we haven't seen Huggy in Chapter 5. We've seen him in Chapter 1, and in Chapter 1, obviously you didn't see it because it didn't really work out, and I couldn't really, do anything with it. But I pointed out that in Chapter 1, when you get a hold of Huggy Wuggy, Huggy very slowly walks out from the shadows, and it's probably just a gameplay thing because you die too quickly, but in that little hallway, Huggy just kind of sits there and lets you get away. And yes, I know it's probably just for the gameplay and all, but, whatever. But when Huggy gets out, he just walks after you. He just kind of lumbers after you slowly. He doesn't run after you. We've seen him run in the VHS tapes, where he runs on all fours very quickly, but he does not run after you. And then, when he does go after you in the vents, he's like on all fours, like with his hands on the side of the vent. Wouldn't it be so much faster for him to be on all fours and just run? Because if he's on all fours, he would fit easier and he would be able to go faster, right? And then the only time we see him go fast is when he breaks out of the door. But that might have just been him breaking through the door. So we've never really seen Huggy like truly run in game. So we don't really know how fast he is. Yeah, shit, what was it? Red, yellow, red, blue. Shit. I didn't want to do that. God damn it. Red, yellow, red, blue. And 2, 3, 1, 4. So we've never seen Huggy Wuggy actually run, so we don't really know how fast he is. Presuming that Bendy's faster, if I wanted someone protecting me, I think I would probably say that speed and power and durability are more impressive, I think. Because when I think of the strongest Bendy, I think of that huge monstrous Bendy when where he took over Audrey, but he's using someone else. I don't know. I just feel like Huggy's more durable and, you know, he's not going to die because you showed him a movie film. I also think he's smarter than people give him credit for. I wouldn't say really smart, but I think he's smarter. You designed that Blue Jay. I want to see it.
I was so scared she'd put me back in that case. But you saved me. You are perfect. Too perfect to lose. I'm sorry. I can't let you leave.
But yeah, I don't know why I randomly thought. See, right now I could just like go. I could jump out this window. I could just like jump out this window and just like walk out, but I don't.
Too long. I had so much time to think and reflect.
Hold on, I'm gonna let Catnap know I'm coming. I'm coming, Catnap, you bitch. I'm coming, Theodore. You're capable. What are you? See that noise? What is that noise? That whoa, whoa noise. Whoa, whoa, whoa. We keep hearing that noise. Oh, yeah, that I was saying before that, because the prototype kept Harley Sawyer alive in order to help him. So I do think he's smarter than Harley. I think the prototype is smarter than Harley Sawyer, but I do think that it's just like, hey, you can help me. So he kept him alive. And it just seems weird to me that they would kill another scientist that was nice and cared about the toys and helped you during the Hour of Joy. I just think that's weird. Because it would make so much more sense to me, like, I mean, 2 heads are better than 1, yeah. Well, 3 heads are better than 1 too. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to stop the train. Duh. So why wouldn't he just keep him around? He can't escape. He can't beat you. He is a scientist. I mean, it just doesn't make sense. If I was a prototype, I'd be like, hey, we're going to kill all the people, even though it's not what we were supposed to do. But try to keep some of the good scientists, or, you know, bring me the scientists so I can either turn them into a toy and experiment on them, or I can do that if they're bad, and I can have them work for me if they're good. That's what I think makes more sense for the prototype to do. And you asked me if I like Huggy X Kissy. Alright, now I'm going to do the speed run. My pathetic attempt at it. I do. Yeah. I want them to either be brother and sister, like when they were humans, so they like each other. Or I want them to be a couple. I just think that'd make sense. Because like I said, I mean, I can hear you whispering, Poppy. Well, I mean, they're definitely friends, or at least were at one point, because they had that music video by CG5 where they were just like laying in play care, like staring up at the sky or whatever. I definitely want them to have an interaction. That's like my number one thing I want at Chapter 5, other than, you know, answers. Were they ever a couple? I think it makes sense for some toys to be couple. I mean, they're kids, but, I mean, kids have crushes. I mean, I actually do have a question for you. Because during the, thingamajigger.
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to scare you.
They,
I was just trying to get the power back.
what was it? The catnap. Goddamn, what was it? The video that they released of Catnap being like brainwashed. Oh, my voice cracked. The video of Catnap being brainwashed in that room.
I wanted to thank you for
They were like, oh, what's your name? Theodore Granbell.
How did we know about Kissy in Chapter 1? I forgot if there's a poster. Also, I do have a Huggy plush and it's official.
So,
as soon as you get on up here.
what was I saying? Oh, yeah. And Catnap can talk. I mean, I'll get to your point later. I don't want to forget what I was saying. But they were brainwashing Theodore Granbell, i.e. Catnap, because Catnap can talk, and they're like, oh, what's your name? Theodore Granbell. And then they basically brainwash him like, oh, what's your name? My name, Catnap. So they're brainwashing the toys so they forget who they were. Do you think they did that to the toys that couldn't talk? I don't think they would do that to, like, Boxy Boo or Pianosaurus or Yarnaby, because they can't talk. And, like, the smartest of them is Yarnaby, who's just a pet. So they wouldn't even know. And I doubt they were never near the kids, honestly. But do you think they did that to Kissy and Huggy? Because they're smart enough to know who they were, but they can't talk. So it's not like they could say, oh yes, I'm a real boy.
Project Playtime.
So do you think they actually made Huggy and Kissy forget who they were? Or do Huggy and Kissy know who they were? And that's why they were friends. There's no need to brainwash them. They can't talk. I don't know. We knew about Kissy Missy because she was basically released on that poster. She was. And they also would, like, tell you what all the toys were. Like, you could go around and just see these little toys everywhere. So they were like, oh, hey, a Huggy Wuggy. What about a girl Huggy Wuggy that's mad about Huggy Wuggy dying? And they basically, that's how we knew about her. Because I remember when Chapter 1 came out, whenever you'd see, like, a video about it, it'd be like, oh, this is what a monster Catbee would be. This is what a monster Gum Cat, or, Catbee, Brawn, Boogie Bot, Gummy Cat. I just say Gummy Cat, whatever that other cat was. Oh, what would the monster versions of them be? And they were like, oh, it'd be really hard to make Catbee scary. It'd be really hard to make this scary. And the number one was either Kissy Missy or Brawn, because Brawn was in the first ever trailer before Chapter 1 even came out. So I think everyone just kind of liked the idea, and they were like, well, we're going to bring Huggy Wuggy back anyway, so we'll just give him the girl Huggy. Now, I'm pretty sure that's why it started. And I never played Project Playtime because it's not on PS5. But yes, I do think people forgot about it. I always hated that. Like, this is an indie mascot horror game. You don't need to make a fucking multiplayer from it. And if you are going to make a multiplayer, why wouldn't you make it, like, update it. Like, it just seemed like a waste of time. Well, because they always said they wanted to make Project Playtime to, you know, fix the gap between Chapter 2 and 3. But if you just took all the time you spent making making Project Playtime and put all the effort you put into making Project Playtime into Chapter 3, then you wouldn't even need to do that. Okay, if I could could you not miss the fucking thing 25 times? God damn, holy hell. I was right on that bitch, too. I just thought it was really strange that they're like, oh man, oh yeah, we want to make this multiplayer game that, you know, fix the gap between 2 and 3. Well, if you just took all the time and you were putting into Project Playtime and put all the effort into Chapter 3, it wouldn't be a big gap. That doesn't make any sense. We have 100 people working for us, and it'll take us a year to complete in between these two games. So to fix the gap in that, we'll take 50% of our employees and have them work on this one goddamn other game. It's like you could just have those employees. Hour of Joy. I don't think that was really the Hour of Joy, because I feel like the Hour of Joy was more of a surprise. Like, why would they send employees out there? I mean, I guess it could be. But, I mean, I guess it could be. I don't think it was quite that wild. Because if it was the Hour of Joy, I mean, maybe it's supposed to represent the Hour of Joy. But the Hour of Joy definitely had way more than just huggy, kissy, catnap. Huggy, kissy, catnap? Kissy wasn't in there. It had a lot more than huggy, mommy, and fucking Boxy Boo. They didn't have Doughy. I wouldn't say Doughy's evil, but I bet Doughy probably killed people. Because, you know, the experimentation sucked. I mean, certainly there would have been the I don't know, Hoppy Hopscotch. We know she was in Play Care. Dog Day probably killed people, I imagine. So, I guess it could be, quote-unquote, representing the Hour of Joy, but I don't think it was straight up the Hour of Joy. By the way, I also thought it was weird, a little side tangent. In Chapter 3, you see like a Bunzo bunny doll, like, choking on the red gas.
Red, yellow.
And then Catnap runs by and grabs it and kills it and eats it.
Yellow, green.
Well, I guess technically we don't know if he killed and ate it. He might have just kept it as a pet, I guess. But more than likely killed and ate it. How?
Tip. If you're an orphan, don't go to Playtime, go to a real fucking orphanage.
Yeah. Well, hindsight's 2020. I don't think the kids had a choice. I don't think the kids were like, I want to go to Playtime Co. I think the orphans were just kind of forced to go wherever they were forced to go. I don't think it's really, I don't know, I've never been an orphan, but I just don't really think it's more of, I don't think it's much of a, hey little Jimmy, your parents are dead, where do you want to go? I think it's more just, we'll take you where we want you to go. Now, if you had a choice, actually, if you had a choice, you'd probably want to go, you know, why wouldn't an orphan want to live in a toy factory? Orange, yellow, red.
Yellow, red, white, red.
Yellow. I said yellow, that's orange. Yellow, red, white, red. Yeah, if you didn't know about the experiments, why wouldn't you want to live in a toy factory if you had a choice? Blue J Heart. Blue J Heart. Blue J Heart. I also thought you saying my name should be Blue Jay had to do with, you know, the fact that the game always has a Blue Jay heart. Blue Jay heart question mark.
I would live in a chocolate factory, not a toy factory.
Blue Jay heart question mark pie pie. Well, to be fair, I don't think that, I mean, if you had a choice of anywhere, I'd maybe. But a chocolate factory more than likely doesn't need orphans, or wouldn't want orphans. I mean, a chocolate factory is just as likely to be for, like, I don't know, romantic adults or whatever, as it is for children. While a toy factory would be actually reasonably likely to have orphans. You know, adults don't use toys. Adults don't use childish toys, I should say. Oh, right. The fucking thing, Mommy. Yeah, but that's kind of the thing. Everyone is, so they wouldn't really specifically have orphans specifically, because everyone likes chocolate. Up there, she can play with me with the toys. But a toy factory like this is specifically for kids, so they would actually realistically have orphans, you know what I mean? Now, if you had any choice, I would probably live with a multi-billionaire, so that way I could do whatever I wanted. Or like a... Where would I go? A factory that specializes...
If I can't go to chocolate, I will go to DreamWorks and start animating early.
That's a good idea. I like crab legs, so I'd go down to a fancy seafood place and eat all the crab legs I can till I die. Can you rank all of the toys from Poppy Playtime that we've seen? Like Huggy, Kissy, Poppy, Prototype, Huggy, Mommy, Doughy, the Doctor. Can you rank them all least favorite to favorite? Hello. Am I missing something here? What the hell? Why didn't it go down? Okay, what the hell? Just wasted time for no reason. Well, that was dumb. I've already said before, Doughy and Kissy are pretty much tied for my two favorites. I'd say my two least favorites would probably be...
6, Mommy 5, Mommy 4, Uzo 3, Doughy 2, Catnap 1, Hug.
Oh, you like Huggy, then Catnap, then Doughy, then Bunzo, then Mommy, then Mommy? Oh my god. Did I say this is going to be a speed run where I don't dick around? As you can see by my two mistakes directly one after another. Why'd you have two mommies?
deleted then double.
Oh, that was weird. Oh, you're not a fan of Kissy, eh? You got a problem with my Kissy? That's all right. Like I said, I like the idea. I've already said it before, but I like the idea of friendly characters in like a horror game because it gives you a reason to care. But I also think that a lot of people don't. I think I'm weird in that.
Next game is Waggo Wuggy. Head downstairs and have fun.
Oh yeah, what characters and are you looking forward to seeing, and areas you're looking forward to seeing, and like Boris and Bendy, yeah. What characters or areas are you looking forward to in Chapter 5, and what areas are you not interested in? Funnily enough, I think I'm most interested to see Lily Lovebraids and Giblet because I want to know Giblet's whole deal. Because Giblet kind of reminds me of a character that would have died a long time ago and is still alive somehow. Good characters. And Lily Lovebraids, I want to know her little shtick. Because I've heard theories that she's like... I don't think I've heard this theory, but this is my little theory based off theories I've heard, is that she's like an experiment from the prototype. That's why she doesn't look like a toy. She looks very human.
The true owner of Pop Eco was Cartman.
Well, I don't think it'd be that much different. Other than, you know, the owner being dumber. Because I think Cartman would absolutely turn people into toys and say, fuck them. I make money. The only reason I disagree with that is that, well, I'll get on that side tangent because that's a whole nother story I was going to say, but one of the theories I heard was, I'll get back to that. One of the theories I heard was that the reason why Lily Lovebraids looks so human is that the prototype's trying to like turn the toys back into humans or whatever. So that's why his experiment looks human. And Lily Lovebraids has such a huge area because he's an experiment. And the one thing that I wanted to add on to that is what if, because everyone's always like, oh, you know, the prototype must be Elliot Ludwig that was turned into a monster. And that when Kissy said, oh, I miss you, Dad. Oh, back when you were running the place, everything was good and all that. And that must mean that the Elliot Ludwig was turned to the prototype, and Pop either doesn't know he's the prototype, which I disagree with. I'd say if that's the case, she does know. She just doesn't consider him her dad anymore. And that the prototype is Poppy's father. She just doesn't want to admit it, but what if Lily Lovebraids is the prototype's daughter, and that's why she has such a huge area? And Poppy was just a dead kid that he first tried the experiment on and wasn't actually his daughter.
Lovebraids is Rooney from the Pop.
I don't know. I heard that they look similar. You're not going to give me that? Really? Really, game? You're not going to fucking give that to me? Oh, yeah. How do you enjoy my speed run of the game? Real good shit. Can you tell I'm not a speedrunner? Anyway, yeah. Apparently she looks a lot like the character there. I've never seen that, but...
It's cute.
Cute. Is it cute, cow? I'm looking forward to seeing that. One thing I'm not looking forward to, surprisingly, is the prototype's face. I know, that's like the most biggest thing anyone ever cares about. I'm not interested in it so much as because apparently a lot of people think it's going to be a jester, which I disagree with, because he's not a toy. Like, if he was supposed to be a toy, part of the Bigger Bodies initiative, it would be like, hey, a jester, okay, that makes sense. But he was just supposed to be like a huge intimidating presence. He's not a toy. So I don't know why they'd make him look like a jester. And if he does, I think I'd be disappointed. And if he doesn't, he really does just look scary. I would much prefer that, but I think everyone's going to be disappointed.
The prototype's hand sparkles, sparkles, sparkles.
Yeah. I think a lot of people do, because he has the needle fingers. I just want the prototype to be just ugly, scary, just the most horrific thing you'd ever see. But, yeah. Because whatever they make the prototype look like, everyone's going to be disappointed, I guarantee it. Because, well, you know, I mean, everyone's always going to be disappointed no matter what you do at something, right?
It looks like the other mother from Coraline.
Yeah, that's the movie I was thinking of. I really like that movie, too. One of the kids' horror movies that's actually kind of scary. And not like the dumb scary where it's not really scary at all. But no matter what the prototype looks like, it's gonna be disappointing. Because, I mean, that's just the way it is. When you hide something's face for so long, it's just, you know, there's no way to please everybody. I hope they do a good job, I really do, but, you know, someone's gonna be disappointed. It's just nature. Oh yeah, and the inevitable, hopefully, I want to say inevitable, but, you know, I kind of figured it would be inevitable that in Poppy Playtime Chapter 4, it would explain what the hell happened to Kissy. But in Poppy Playtime Chapter 4, they didn't say shit about Kissy being attacked. So I'm really hoping it's like we figure out what happened to Kissy in Chapter 5. But if we don't, then I wouldn't be surprised since they didn't tell us the first time. So I would say the inevitable reunion between Huggy and Kissy and see what that's like, but unfortunately that might not be as guaranteed as I would like to think it is. Cartman's face in a mask, eh? Well, it wouldn't be Cartman's face, then would it, eh? Ba-do-do-do-do-do. Hell yeah. I know, I'm only like one or two more playthroughs from... Only one or two more playthroughs between breaking the all-time world record. Started raining. I'm sorry to hear that. It's just starting to warm up where I'm from. Like I said, it's been in the negatives, like negative 5 degrees for the last fucking 2 months, and now it's finally like, it was like 40 today or something. I just kind of had a dumb realization that I feel like should have been super obvious, but I didn't have it before. Everyone always says PW must be the character, but I think that a lot of people seem to make the mistake of PW was very clearly in the factory during the Hour of Joy, and I believe it was straight up stated that the person we play as was sick and called off. Was that not official? So we can't be PW. Unless, of course, we are PW and the prototype let us fucking live. And the prototype's like, hey, look, everyone's hungry. Go get more food. And we went and got more food. And then, because we're like fucked up and we're all like...
When Cartman became Jewish.
And we're all like fucked up in the head or something because, I don't know. The prototype experimented on us minutely. I do. And everyone thought that he was just fucking with Kyle. And then it turns out that he wasn't fucking with Kyle. And the part where him and Kyle started to fight because Cartman didn't want to go back in time and lose his family. And that all the times Cartman and Kyle fought before, Cartman lost all the time and just started crying like a baby. But then, like, this one time, he actually beat Kyle for the first time. And you were like, oh man, he must have been serious. I thought it was funny because I totally thought Matt Stone and Trey Parker were just fucking with us too. Son of a bitch. By the way, I like how all of a sudden now you have a fucking heartbeat when you fall from a distance. You didn't before, but you do now. By the way, when it comes to indie and mascot horror games like this, do you prefer your character to not speak or to speak?
Became a drunk homeless man. What a hero, saluting face, saluting face.
He did. Which I also think is kind of dumb. Cartman is way too smart to fucking be homeless like that. So I kind of disagree there. Make sure I don't fuck up and forget you, Mr. Blue, because I forgot you last time. Oh, I was too fucking high, wasn't I? You goddamn son of a bitch. Yep. Look at this speed run I'm doing. Oh yeah, world record. It's an insult to call this a pathetic attempt at a speedrun. But then again, I don't know, because apparently on PC it's a lot easier. Especially because now when I move my triggers, it's just like, well, you barely missed by 1.2 micrometers. Well, when you have the PC, you can just put the mouse right where you want it to be. So I don't know if this is good for PS5, probably not.
On Frosty's fucking head. Well, I'm sorry, MR rocket fucking scientists.
Yeah, I always thought that was weird. Like, to put the hat on him. And it's like, I don't know. By the way, this is a really random note about Frosty the Snowman. I don't remember what it's called, but there's this one episode or whatever, like, version of it. And I think it's pretty niche, but this mom invents, like, Snow Be Gone or whatever. And it's like, oh my god, you just spray it. And, like, the snow just magically disappears. Like, no rhyme logic or anything. It just Like, the mom literally just sprays and the snow just disappears like magic or whatever. And they were trying to say Frosty, and I'm like, okay, well, but they want to keep it a secret, and I always thought that was weird. It's like, okay, because a snowman would never be scary, would it? Like, ever, because you just need warmth or whatever, but, and you literally have the death spray, but anyway, and they put Frosty in the freezer, and he comes out, and he said, he left, and the little girl's like, oh, Frosty, why'd you leave? And he goes, well, it was cramped, and I got frostbite. He doesn't say, I don't think he says freezer burn. Wait, no, I think he does say freezer burn. No, yeah, he does. He says, I got freezer burn on my butt. And it's like, wait, what do you mean you got freezer burn? How'd you get freezer burn? Because you get freezer burn when it's too cold and it, like, not melts your skin, but, like, it freezes your skin. That's like freezer burn. It's like, bitch, you are a snowman. You go out in, like, negative degree weather, and, like, the colder it is, the better you should be. Like, how the fuck did you get frostburn? Or freezer burn? It don't make any goddamn sense. That'd be like Frozone from the fucking Incredibles, or like Elsa getting, like, freezer burn. Except they're not made of ice and snow. They just create it. It's like, bitch, you're made out of snow. How the fuck are you getting freezer burn? It don't make no goddamn sense. I don't know, weird little rant. I just always, for some reason, whenever someone mentions Frosty, I just think of, oh, I got freezer burn. I don't know, I know that was a weird little rant. And I could, like, let go, like, on her back and, like, strangle her. By the way, I love the sound she makes, too. That, like, ooh, kind of sound she makes. I love that sound.
That was the episode that started South Park, Frosty versus Santa.
It was Jesus versus Santa, wasn't it? Pretty sure that was Jesus versus Santa, because all the kids go, go Santa, because, you know, Santa Claus, and then Jesus turns around and looks at them angrily, and they go, oh, go Jesus! I think Frosty was in it, wasn't he? I don't think it had to do with Frosty. I think it was just Santa versus Jesus. Oh, yeah, let me knock that back up. I think she's gone. Watch her kill me. Do 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 do.
That was the pilot. Frosty versus Santa was the first episode.
Pilot. Oh, I was thinking of the pilot, yeah. Aliens going after a gun. Oh, she's a trace of me. Alright, well, as you could probably tell, I got past this a lot faster when I wasn't reading and listening to everything. Obviously. Duh. Look at her skedaddling.
Just not cheap.
Look at her skedaddling. She's not very fast, is she? Flip her off, flip her off. Nee, 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 nee. See, right now, just save her. She just has an injured hand. Put her foot up there, it would just ripped one arm off, and she would have been fine. Oh, that sucks, mommy. Oh, yeah, look at that big old meaty claw. Also, during that one trailer, it always showed the prototype, like, walking, and he's, like, breaking the floor. Like, bitch, did you either make himself way bigger and stronger, which is weird because he doesn't have any of the toys on him. Their corpses are there. Yet, it's like, bitch, did you really just never walk that way again? Because there's no holes in the ground before he steps there.
He was already farming.
He was indeed. I also think, weird note, obviously Huggy's still alive, so that doesn't count. But if you look, it shows Doey's hat with a few clumps of clay, of Play-Doh. And it also shows Mommy's body. Strangely enough, did the prototype go and pick up his hat?
Did you kill her? Good.
Because if you look, it's not the real dead catnap. It is a toy catnap. So that kind of seems like the prototype's going to be using catnap a little bit. Also, there's that one scene where the prototype is walking through that like gas, and it's either that prototype is a nightmare prototype because you're breathing in the gas. Therefore, red, yellow, red, blue. Red, yellow, red, blue. Therefore, it's 4, 2, 3, 1. 4, 2, 3, 1. Yeah, therefore, it's either we're breathing it in and we're seeing a really big prototype, or the prototype's using catnap's gas. And speaking of catnap's gas, do you think that the prototype needs to have a mask on his face for the gas, or do you think he's immune to that too? Questions. Oh, look, is that 5 notifications for Poppy Playtime Chapter 1? Gee, I wonder why. It's probably because you fucking kicked me out 3 times, you bitch.
You saved me.
Sorry, I'm talking to my phone.
Couldn't we just walk on the track?
Perfect to lose.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Sorry. I can't let you
Could've just
leave.
walked on them track.
I've never met anyone like you. Do you know how long I've been stuck in that case? Well, too long. I had so much time to think and reflect. Time to figure out exactly what I would do when free. We'll set things right. Terrible things have happened. But I know that whatever I need you to do, you're capable. We will. What if...
After this Ema start drawing Blue Jay.
Alright, well thank you, I appreciate it. I can't wait to see my Blue Jay. Hold on, I'm gonna let Catnap know I'm coming. I'm a-coming, Catnap. Yeah, make it as loud as possible, so that way every toy in the factory knows I'm here. Hell yeah.
That was a fast speed run.
Oh, why, thank you. There's a trophy. Let me look at what it's called again. It is... Wait, pull the train whistle 3 times, die to the fire in the furnace, hang from ceiling, hide and seek for 30 seconds, caught by mommy immediately, overfeed candy cat, listen to all the bronze jokes, smack mommy in the face, make Poppy sad, knock over Huggy's cardboard cutout, pick the claw, trophy, mommy long leg trophy, berry trophy, PJ Puppy Pillow trophy, Kissy Missy trophy, Bunzo Bunny trophy, green hand trophy, pick up the train, pick up Daisy, play every VHS tape, collect all lore, complete the game without dying. Yeah, there is. Ahead of schedule. Complete the game in 45 minutes with all train code pieces, and I beat it in like 40 minutes. I actually loved getting the Platinum Trophy in this game. It was one of the most simple, and I like that. Well, guess I'm going to end the stream. Tomorrow will be Chapter 3. Just going through the whole game and then speedrunning it, attempting to speedrun it pathetically. And then by the time I will be doing the next day, it will be the 18th and the game will probably be out. So I will be streaming 4, doing the same thing, playing through it and then speedrunning it. And then I will be watching it because I have a very weird schedule. I get up like not long before. I usually wake up at like 10. Like 2 hours before I start streaming, so I guess I'm going to leave it here. Mm-hmm.